Hello, viewers. How you all doing? It's a wonderful day today. Hope you all are doing good. It's Ari Jerry TV, and as you know, we're here to discuss anything and everything. What's trending, from sports to politics to what have you, everything. Hope you all doing good. I believe that at the end of the show, you all will like, oh, thank God I actually came across this update because today we're going to be discussing about something quite important that is actually necessary to actually sustain us during this period of economic hardship, especially if you're from the West Africa or maybe a place like Nigeria. I'll ask you a simple question. How have you been coping? How has things been? I mean, tell me, what do you think at the comment section? Comment, what's it been like with the economy in your area? What's the price of things here and there? Because on this show, we're going to be giving you tips on how you can actually sustain yourself during this period. All right, so just stay tuned. We'll be back very soon. Okay, so welcome back. All right, so guys, today we're gonna be taking you on a ride on how you can actually sustain yourself during this economic crisis. So, if you're from West Africa or anywhere in Africa, you actually know the economy has not been so fantastic. All right, and if you're from Nigeria and if you've been following the news, that's trending, you'd see that a lot is going on in the economy of Nigeria. So the question is, how can you sustain yourself in an economy like Nigeria? All right, let's go to the right. So just some few tips, guys, just some few tips, say about 10, 12 tips on how you can actually, sustain yourself. So coping in a bad economy requires a combination of financial prudence, smart budgeting, and proactive planning, right? So here are some tips on how you can actually achieve this. All right. So I want you to stay on this program to the end because you're going to definitely benefit a lot. So number one, guys, number one tip on how you can actually sustain yourself during this economy, right? So building an emergency fund. All right. So you need to build an emergency fund. All right. So save about 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. During this period, it is very necessary that you save. For those of you who just spend money lavishly on things you don't need, now is not the time to do any of that. All right. So if you really want to sustain in this economy, all right, so you need to save about 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Number two, guys, okay, so reduce debt. Reduce debt. We have a lot of us that are very fond of borrowing money from so many loan companies. I'm not going to mention names, right? So it's advisable that if you want to sustain yourself during this economic crisis period or this economy melts down, right? You need to cut your debt. You need to pay off all your debt. So whatever funds gets to you, you can actually save them. All right. And you can actually manage yourself one way or the other. Number three, guys. So budget smartly. Budget smartly. Cut unnecessary expenses and allocate resources efficiently. Cut expenses that is not necessary. You understand? Then you can allocate budget effectively. All right. If you have about 10 things you want to get, which ones are most uh, needed? You know, the ones that are less needed, you can actually, just drop them. Let's say, for example, you have, say, a little amount of money and you have the following on your mind, say food, um, party, uh, Owambe, and all stuff like that. So you actually need to prioritize which one is important, which to me, I think it's food. So budget smartly, cut unnecessary expenses, and allocate resources efficiently. The next one, guys, is diversify, which is number four. Diversify smartly. Diversify smartly. Okay. So you need to explore alternative source of income. right? You need to explore different means, different source of income, like freelancing, or a side hustle, right? You need to explore different means of getting money, freelancing or a side hustle. A side hustle can be anything, even if you're a working class person, right? You can actually do a side hustle. You can have a side hustle. Maybe when you close from your work, your 8 to 5, you can actually, have maybe a store where you sell something or you render a different service and all that, you know, it will actually help you sustain yourself in this economy. So I'm going to start from number one again, guys. So number one is build an emergency fund. Number two is diversify your income. Number three is budget smartly. Then number four is reduce debt. So number five, guys, which is also important, very, very important, it is invest wisely. Invest wisely. Consider low risk investments, yeah, like bonds or index funds or any other thing, right? Consider low risk investments, something that, and it could as well be a short term investment. You understand? But you just have to invest wisely, all right? So you necessarily might not put all the funds in the bank. Yeah, you can actually put a bit of it in the savings, then invest the rest on other things. Number six, guys. Number six is develop new skills. Develop new skills. Yeah, enhance your employability and stay adaptable, you know. So when you develop new skills, you make yourself available for more opportunities. You understand? So this economy, the current economy, wherever you are, requires that you double the hustle, as they would say in Nigeria. That's double the hustle. So if you're a banker before, now you know, maybe a female banker, let's say, now you know, okay, after work, you can decide to go for an air training or something, or anything. There are a lot of things you can actually learn within a short space of time. They say about 3 to 6 months, and you're gonna be at least good at it, and you can generate revenue from there. All right, so that is develop new skill. Number seven, guys, quick one: support network. All right, support network. So you need to nurture relationships with families, friends, and the community. All right. So you need to build a relationship with people. You understand? So whenever there is an opportunity out there, the information can easily get to you. So you need to support this network. All right. So you need to reach out to people, let them know you can do this, you can do that, aside from what they usually know you to do. It's also helpful. Number eight, guys, is stay informed. Stay informed. All right. Stay up to date on economic trends and government initiative. Stay up to date on economic trends and government initiative. All right. So on economic trend, you need to watch out for what's going on in the market. What policies governments are introducing, how it affects you, and all that. Then you also need to be much more aware when the governments are giving grants and all stuff like that, or loans, and so you need to stay updated so you can get this. You can benefit from any initiative that is profitable, to you as a citizen of the country. So you need to stay informed, guys. Number nine. Number nine. Uh, this is quite a tip you should consider, and that is be proactive. Be proactive, all right? So consider starting a saving group or cooperative with others. Consider starting a savings group or cooperative with others. Okay, so if you're in Nigeria, there's what we call AJO, right? These are cooperative savings and all stuff like that. You can have an AJO, and if you don't want to do AJO, you can have a Kolo. There's what we call Kolo in Nigeria. If you're a Yoruba speaking person, you don't even need to be a Yoruba speaking person. I mean, Kolo is very, very popular. That's box where you get to keep some money, and you just put it somewhere. I'll consider you do an iron box. You make an iron box. If you make it, if you make a plywood box or a plywood Kolo, You can easily one day just get angry and throw it, and it's going to break. But when you make an iron box, it might encourage you or ginger you to keep saving more. So you should consider starting a savings group or cooperative with others. And I suggest Ajo. It might not necessarily be big money. It could just be maybe, for example, something like maybe 1,000 naira every 2 days. That can do something. 10,000 naira. It depends on your capacity. But these are tips on how you can actually sustain yourself, so you don't get caught unaware when the shit is the fan. All right. The next one, guys. 10. Prioritize self care. Prioritize self care. Manage stress and maintain a healthy work life balance. Manage stress and maintain a healthy work life balance. All right. So, if you're in Nigeria, for example, and I'm making use of Nigeria as an example because I am a Nigerian, right? And I know what it's like. The hustling and bustling everywhere. Man, people are really stressed out mentally and all that. So you need to prioritize self care by making sure you're not overstressed. You need to relax well, and sometimes you can actually, exercise your body, which would help you, mentally, which will help you mentally, which will help you stable your life. Then healthy work-life balance. Then as well, you need to eat healthy, so your immune system can actually help you to fight any negative effect from diseases to sickness or what have you. All right, so this just has to do with prioritizing self-care. Hey guys, so number 11, which is also important, explore assistance programs. Explore assistance programs. Okay, so look into government assistance programs or non-profit organization offering support. Okay, so that's why I said you need to be informed, so that whenever some initiative are being introduced into the society, you can actually know. So you need to stay really informed, so you can actually benefit from government assistance programs or non-profit organizations rendering assistance and all that. So you need to explore those programs. Number 12 and the final, guys, okay, is stay flexible. Have you ever seen? Okay, a lot of you actually know Michael Jackson, right? You see how he does his breakdance. It looks very flexible. All right. So you can actually stay flexible like that in this economy. All right. So you need to be prepared to adjust your plans and adapt to changing circumstances. You need to prepare yourself to adjust your plans and adapt to changing circumstances, so you don't get off guard, especially when the shit hits the fan. All right, guys. So I believe these tips would actually help you sustain yourself during this economic crisis. It's not limited to the low income earner or the average income earner, it also applies to the rich. Everything we talked about can actually help you sustain yourself. All right, don't forget this is Arijeti TV and I remain Smile. Don't forget to subscribe. You can comment to the program we just have. If you have any question, you can ask. We're going to get back to you. And don't forget to share. Spread this information. Don't keep it to yourself. Let other people benefit from it. Until then, I remain Smile and God bless. Cheers.